Happy Friday or Monday, depending on which day you are remote, and welcome to A Plate of Water. So today you're going to be using some cool websites to think about the water that you eat. And you're going to be showing me pictures of an ideal breakfast, or you could take a picture of what you're eating for breakfast today. Same with lunch and dinner. So it does not have to be the food that you eat today. It could be what you would love to eat on your perfect day. Um, or it could be the food that you're eating. And afterwards, you will quickly respond to this question about the water that we eat. And after you build your 3 plates, what the term silent water means to you. So the first thing you're going to do is just take a look at this first article called The Water That We Eat. And I just want you to read it. And it's going to be showing you in a series of visual infographics how the water that we consume every day is often silent and hidden, and we don't really know how to measure it. And I think that this is just going to be a good eye-opening article for you to start thinking about the things that you do when it comes to the water cycle. Now, the main thing that you're going to be doing today is in these 3 images, or I should say plates, you're going to be showing me pictures of foods that you would eat or are eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you're going to be putting the amount of water that either ingredients, items, or the total plate makes in terms of water use. And there's 2 resources that you can use for that. The first is this article in the LA Times where you can create your own plate of food. So I don't think I'm going to be eating chickpeas, pasta, and squash for breakfast. So let me reorganize my plate. So I'm going to make my proteins be eggs, and I believe there's about 8 ounces is 2 eggs. So I like that. In terms of starches, let's see what I want for breakfast. I'm going to have some crispy potatoes to go with my eggs. And maybe I'm feeling pretty hungry, so I'm going to have 10 ounces. I'm going to be fueling up for a big bike ride. And then I can think about any fruits and vegetables that I might want to have. Maybe I'm going to have a banana, and 1 banana is roughly 6 ounces. Then it comes to drinks. What do I want to drink for breakfast? I think that I am going to have, looking for coffee, but I don't see coffee, so I think I'm just going to take some soy milk. Not feeling soy milk. Orange juice. There we go. I'm going to have a nice glass of milk. So I could take a screenshot of this, but also I can record that this is going to cost me 202 gallons worth of water to eat this breakfast. And I can see the breakdown of how these different food items contribute to the water that I'm producing. So I could put that right here and break down what I'm eating for breakfast. But let's say I want something a little bit more spectacular or a little bit more different than what I have available on the LA Times. We also have this website called Water Footprints of Food. So let's say I want some buckwheat waffles, because I know someone mentioned that last class. I can look for the water footprint of foods by thinking about what are the ingredients in my waffles. So for example, I know the first thing I need to find is B, buckwheat, and it looks like to have 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of buckwheat, I need 3,142 liters of water. Now, I'm not going to be using a kilogram of buckwheat to make my waffles, but if I make all of these standardized to 1 pound, meaning all of my ingredients for my waffles are all in 1 pound, it's easy for me to compare the 377 gallons. So I'll do breakfast. I'm going to do some buckwheat waffles. And I know that 1 pound equals 377 gallons. The next thing I'm going to need in my waffles is some eggs, because eggs are a binder in terms of making the dough work. So I'm going to go to eggs, and I would see under eggs that I need 391 gallons to make a pound of eggs. So 391 equals 1 pound of eggs. And I'm probably going to need some sugar in my buckwheat waffles. Not a lot, but just, sweeten up a little bit. So I would take a look at S and write here sugarcane. I need 25 gallons to make a pound of sugarcane. Awesome. So that's a way that you can start thinking about what am I going to make or eat with this. So you're going to be providing pictures and evidence for what you would eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then after reading this article, The Water That We Eat, quickly respond to what this means for you. Now, some of you also need to finish your soil case studies, and I will send out an additional video in the email this morning about how to wrap that up. And I hope that you find both of these engaging and informative. I'm hoping that you're just starting to get a little bit more aware of how your human activities on a day-to-day basis, the food you eat, the water that you use, are impacting our Earth in a variety of different manners. Have a great Friday, and I will see you soon.